Good morning, friends. Today we are going to learn a new lesson. Discovering Tat, the saga continues, written by A.R. Williams. Discovering Tat, the saga continues describes the boy King Tat. He was the last heir of a very powerful royal family that ruled Egypt for centuries. This lesson also describes how CT scan of Dutt's mummy revealed interesting but startling facts about him. Now I will read the first paragraph of the lesson and I can explain for you. Okay. He was just a teenager when he died, the last heir of a powerful family that had ruled Egypt and his empire for centuries. So, last heir means the person who will be the next king. That is the heir. Then he was laid to rest, laden with gold. Laden, he was laden with gold. Laden means that tattva was covered with gold. That is a laden. Okay. Then eventually that finally forgotten. So all have forgotten that since the discovery of his tomb in 1922, and Tut's tomb was discovered in 1922 by Carter, a person named Carter. The modern world has speculated meaning guessed. The modern world has guessed about what happened to him, with murder being the most extreme possibility. So murder may be being the most extreme possibility of the Dutt's death. Okay, now leaving his tomb for the first time in almost 80 years. That means in 1922, Dutt's tomb was discovered by an archaeologist Carter. Then after that, okay, 80 years it was there without opening. Now in 2005 it has opened and taken out for a CT scan. Okay, Tat has undergone a CT scan that offers new clues about his life and death and provides precise data. Precise, what is precise? Exact. Okay, exact data for an accurate forensic reconstruction. What is called forensic reconstruction? That means examining dead bodies to find out the cause of death. So they have sent the Dutt's tomb, just like the body of the Tutankhamun, for a forensic reconstruction for finding out the cause of death. Okay, of the boyish pharaoh. And that is always called boyish pharaoh. Why? Because he has died at the age of 19. Okay, he was 19 years old when he died. So we can call him a boyish pharaoh. Okay. An angry wind stirred up ghostly dust devils as King Tut was taken from his resting place in the ancient Egyptian cemetery known as the Valley of the Kings. Dark bellied clouds had scudded across the desert sky all day and now were veiling the stars in casket grey. It was 6 p.m. on 5th January 2005. The world's most famous mummy glided head first into a CT scanner, brought here to probe the lingering medical mysteries of this little understood young ruler who died more than 3,300 years ago. So, in the second paragraph of the lesson, so we can understand an angry wind stirred up ghostly dust devils. Ghostly, the stirred up means gave rise to. Okay, from the valley when the Tutankhamun's body was taken out from the valley of the kings. What are the phenomenon happened in the nature? A wind formed ghostly images, devilish images with dust in the nature. Okay, that is the first one. Then dark bellied clouds. That means dark clouds had scudded across the desert. Scudded means moved across the desert sky all day. That the whole day the dark clouds were moving around. Then what happened? And veiling. Veiling means covering the stars in casket grey. The grey colored box. Okay, that means gray colored. The clouds were covering the stars. It was all darkness, and the time was 6 p.m. on 5th January 2005. And the world's most famous mummy glided head first into a CT scanner. They took the body to a CT scanner. Okay, brought here to probe. Probe means searching. The lingering, that means hanging for a long time. Lingering means hanging for a long time. Medical mysteries of this little understood young ruler who died more than. Actually, it has been 3,300 years. Okay, that Tutankhamun has died, and they have taken out the body to a CT scanner for scanning. For what we are using a CT scanner? That is scanning the images and scanning the dead body. And for what we are making a scan? That means for understanding the cause, the real cause of death. So now I am reading from third paragraph. Okay, all afternoon, the usual line of tourists from around the world had descended into the cramped rock-out tomb some 26 feet underground to pay their respects. So, when the body of Tutankhamun, the king of Egypt, had taken out from the tomb, what happened? So, from all around the world, there came many tourists for paying the respect. And they gazed at the murals. Gazed means they looked at the murals. What is mural? That is a wall painting in the chamber, in the tomb of the Tutankhamun. There were many such beautiful murals. That means the wall paintings. And they gazed at the murals on the walls of the burial chamber and peered at the gilded face, and they looked at the Tutankhamun's gilded meaning covered with gold. Though that's the face is covered with gold. The most striking feature of his mummy shaped after coffin lid, and thus the most striking feature of the dead body or the tomb. Okay, that was outer coffin lid. It was made with complete gold. Some visitors read from guidebooks in a whisper. Others stood silently. So the expressions of the tourist. Somebody looked at the murals. Somebody looked and enjoyed the wall paintings. Somebody were the astonished by seeing a golden face and the bodies having a golden mask-like thing. Okay, and the coffin, it was having a shaped outer line. Everything is made with gold, and somebody is looking at guidebooks and they are whispering something. Others stood silently, perhaps possibly, pondering thus untimely death. And thus the death is called untimely. Okay, it was an accident death in his late teens. Then, or wondering with a shiver, if the Pharaoh's curse, death or misfortune falling upon those who disturbed him was really true. Actually, somebody, okay, some other tourist, they were shivering with fear because the people who are opening the tomb, those who are disturbing the tomb of the from the Valley of Kings, Egyptian mummies, what will happen? A curse may fall on them. So they were shivering on that. So we can see what is happening in the fourth paragraph. Okay, the mummy is in very bad condition because of what Carter did in 1920s. Actually, I told you who is Carter. Howard Carter is a British archaeologist who was taking out the dead body of Tutankhamun. Okay, in 1920s, said Sahil Hawass, Secretary General of Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquities, as he leaned over the body for a long first look. Okay, and the Secretary General of Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquities, Sahi Hawass, he was leaned over the body. That means bending over the body of Dutt, and he is having an opinion. Okay, the mummy is in very bad condition because of what Carter did in 1920s. We can see what has the Carter has done to the Tutankhamun's body. Okay, Carter, Howard Carter, was the British archaeologist who in 1922 discovered Tut's tomb after years of futile searching. For many years of futile, that means useless, without any benefit searching, he could find out the dead body. Though its contents, though hastily ransacked in antiquity, ransacked meaning hastily, okay, and ransacked, that means the looted, okay, in antiquity, that the old things were surprisingly complete, okay. He was taking a count on all the old things he could discover from the place. They remain the richest royal collection ever found and have become part of the pharaoh's legend. And stunning artifacts in gold. Stunning means wonderful artifact. What is artifact means? The art things made with gold. Okay, all the things made with gold, with the hands. Those things made with the hand. Okay, they're eternal. Eternal means long lasting brilliance, shining, meant to guarantee resurrection. What is resurrection? That is a rebirth. Okay, rebirth caused a sensation at the time of the discovery and still get the most attention. But that was also buried with everyday things he had want in the afterlife. Actually, Datta was buried with all the things what he wanted to live in next birth, just like board games, a bronze razor, linen undergarments, cases of food and wine. So we can see in fifth paragraph, after months of carefully recording the pharaoh's funerary treasures. So I told you know he was counting and calculating all the treasures, all the gold chains, diamonds, everything he was calculating and taking a list. Then the 4 months he was doing the same. Then Carter began investigating. Then he's beginning to investigate, searching for his three nested coffins. Three nested means three attached coffin to the main coffin. Opening the first, when he opened the first coffin, he found a shroud. Shroud means a cover adorned with, okay, decorated with garlands of willow. Willow is a grass like thing, okay, and olive leaves. The coffin was decorated with olive leaves, then wild celery, lotus petals, and cornflowers, the faded evidence. So, by seeing the cornflowers, lotus petals, celery, and olive leaves, the Carter understood the burial might have happened in the month of March or April. When he finally reached the mummy, though, he ran into trouble. But there was a problem there for the Carter. What was the problem for Carter? We can see the ritual resins hardened. It became hardened, cementing death to the bottom of his solid gold coffin. No amount of legitimate force could move them. So nobody could take out the dead body of the Tat from the coffin. Why? It was cemented. Cemented meaning hardened with the coffin. Okay. And Carter wrote later what was to be done. So we can see Carter's problem, and Carter found three nested coffins of death. He opened the first and found a shroud. I told you, shroud meaning a covering. It was decorated with garlands of willow and olive and lotus petals. Carter ran into trouble. When he finally reached the mummy, the ritual resins had hardened. Datta was cemented to the bottom of his solid gold coffin. Carter tried to loosen the resin by putting the mummy in the blazing sunshine. So we can see what is happening with the dead body. What Carter done with the dead body of the Tat. Okay. So it was, I told you already, it was hardened with the coffin. Okay. And what he done to take out the coffin, the tomb, the dead body from the tomb. The sun can be down like a hammer this far south in Egypt, and Carter tried to use it to loosen the resin. So he put the dead body of the Tutankhamun in the sunshine, in the blazing sunshine. He put it, okay, but he failed. Then what happened? He set the mummy outside in blazing sunshine that heated it to 149 degrees Fahrenheit. Then what happened? Then the mummy was to be removed by a chisel. Then he used some instruments to take out the mummy. If he had not cut the mummy free, thieves would have cut it apart to remove the gold. Then he told, if he had not taken out the body, okay, using a chisel, some thieves might have taken all the gold. For taking gold and treasure, they might have destroyed the dead body of the Tutankhamun. Carter's men removed the mummy's head. Then they separated almost every part and joint. So Carter's group, the team, had separated every joint by using a chisel for taking the garlands, for taking the treasure, for taking the gold. Okay. Just like he had worsened, destroyed the dead body of the Tutankhamun.